G'day everyone, welcome to Xrissart. I'm Chrissy, thanks for joining me, and oh hello Rebecca, right off the bat. Nice to see you here, Okay, let me just pop out the chat so I can see it better. Okay, alright, now, g'day Carol, hello. Alright, now I've still got 2 projects outstanding, but you know, sometimes I look at it and I'm thinking, oh look, I just can't at the moment. You know, when you've got to be in the mood. So I thought, you know what, I have been busting to do some mashups. When I say mashups, it's March Mashup, and it's a 30. For those who don't know what it is, it's a 31-day challenge for creating creatures. And we're in our 3rd year. I think we had, it was 2018, that was creating creatures, and then I think it's 2019, 2020, now 2021, which is pretty good. And of course, now this is day 13. Now, the pronunciation is owl, an owl. There are 2 creatures, sorry. 2 creatures or living things. Owl Tillandsia Xerographica. I know I'm butchering that, but it is an owl and a plant. Now, there is an owl. The owl, now you might not be able to see, but it's right in the bottom right-hand corner. And I just wanted to say thank you to, first of all, I'll say hello to people. G'day Nanette, hello. Chandri, hello. Wouldn't it be nice? Now that's Hugh. If I and I wanted to say thank you. Yes, I wanted to say, and Cherry, hello. I wanted to say thank you to Wendy, who is moderating the stream today. So, all right. So back to this. Sneaks, g'day Deb. Hello, how are you going? All right. So this is 30 by 24 centimeters, and I'm combining an owl and this plant, Tillandsia Xerographica. Now, you know what, you can Google this one. It's just, anyway. So, and of course I'm putting in a female in the mix. On the bottom right-hand corner, I don't know, hopefully you can see it. There is an owl, and her eyes are going to be owl eyes. G'day Ange, hello. Well remembered, that's it, Hugh. Oh, good. Oh, you know, after a while, it only takes like a few goes. Hey. So now, usually when I start these, I do the eyes. But what I wanted to do was for you to see how I do the eyes, and I use the brushes, and I also use the pastel pencils. Yeah, so just so you know, I've got a whole heap of stuff around me. I've got the pastel pencils, I've got all kinds of brushes, and I'm using the finest of the 1/8 of an inch. I don't know, well, they're pretty similar, I reckon. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so, and I've got my palette paper, as you guys know I do, and I've got some glassine paper just by the wayside. Okay, all right. Now the owl eye is like an orange, what do you call it? An orange gold. So she's going to have orange gold eyes, and I'm going to mix. For those who are discovering pans for the first time, that is one of the key features of this medium, and I'm just mixing an orange. I think it's sort of like an orange gold, but yeah. Okay, and I've got paper towel by the wayside. Okay. And here we go, yeah. Now you could, Yep, I said hello to Angie, didn't I? Yes, I did. Yep. Okay, so you could say, well, why, Chrissy, aren't you using pastel pencils? A good point on here first. Good point. I found that after lots of practice, I found that if I use pastel first, the pan, the way I'm doing it now, and if you can get an even tinier brush, if you can manage to find one, or even like if I could even cut that down even more, that would be even better for small details, like teeny details like this. But what I found is that it protects I know Pastelmat can take quite a bit. Oh, Dino, hello. Let's get the show on the road. Yes, let's get the show on the road. Hey there, sweetheart. Everyone, this is Dean. This is my nephew. Hello, sweetheart. How are you going? Now, you knew I was going to say that, didn't you, Dean? Thank you, sweetie. That was very nice of you to do that. You always make me blush when you do that. Never expect it. Okay, so yeah, I mean, Pastelmat can take quite a bit of beating, as we all know, for the people that have used it. But I never want to leave things to chance, because I have destroyed the tooth once, and that was in the very early times. So I suppose I learnt my lesson very quickly. All right. Okay, all right. Now, next colour that I want to use is raw umber mixture and the tint. And I'm just going to be painting the sides, either sides of the irises, or the pupils, sorry. No, the irises. Gosh, get it right, Chrissy. Yes. Yeah. Now it's really difficult to do this with the soft tools, but then you would be using, I suppose, the pastel pencils. But in my case, I don't want to do that, so that's why I'm doing this. Okay. Okay. How do you stop cross blending of the colors when you mix with the 3 different colors? Okay, let me see. Okay. How do you how do you cross blend? Do you mean, Hugh, do you mean, for example, well, what I do is, for example, I'll put, okay, I will place either side of the pan that I want to use on either side, and then I'll bring them together. Is that what you mean? I'm not quite sure. Okay. How do you stop blending? Stop. Well, I just know what color I'm getting, I suppose. Or is it on my mixing palette, or is it on the surface? That's probably, yeah. Yes. So, okay. And I'm just protecting the tooth, Now I'm also, you'll see that I've got a heck of a lot of masking film on here at the moment. And if you like, I can actually show you what my reference is. Now, it's not going to be exactly the same, okay, but this is the reference that I'm using, just so you can see. There she is there. Okay, so she's got all sorts of, you know, feathers, and there's like, that's just part of the painting there. Okay, do you clean the brush between each color? Yes. Is that what you mean? Okay, fine. All right. So yeah. Okay, so this is her. Just so you can see, this is her. This is what I'm looking at. She's going to change a lot. As you can see, the eyes are different and all of that. Yes, so Hugh, what I do is I've got a paper towel, and what I do is once I've finished doing this, maybe this set of colors, I wipe it, and as you saw, then I started to mix these two, and I haven't contaminated anything yet. So, and that goes when you're using the soft tools as well. It's the same process. Yeah, same process. And you know what? I haven't washed these for a heck of a long time. It's been a while since I've washed these like with detergent. So yeah. Oh, thanks, Angie. Thanks, Angie. Something different. I think I'm going lighter as the streams go on. I don't know what it is. It's a nice change, isn't it? But thank you all the same. All right. So that's what you're. So that's what I'm doing. Okay. All right. So. Yeah. Okay, so, well, look, here we go. Here's a good example. I've used, okay, I've wiped my brush, but now I've applied, if I've applied too much, and if I've picked up too much, if I feel like I've picked up too much, I will dab my pan, I will dab my brush, and just to dust off any excess. I will go with pastel pencil over this, so she looks a bit creepy at the moment, but that's all right. We can fix all of those sorts of things. Yeah. I hope everyone's week's been going really, really well. You know, mine's been quite busy. Okay. All right. And here we go. The only thing that you've got to worry about is the pigments too. If some pigments, you know, are staining, then, you know, extra pressure trying to clean. So the black, I'm trying to get most of the black off because I want to go back to my orange. And there we go. It's not affected. Yeah. Now this brush has a story. Now I've talked about it so many times. It has a story, but it's been around for such a long time, and it, you know, it hasn't frayed too much. I haven't lost too many of the bristles. If anything, it'll be, if this goes, it'll be because I've lost it somewhere, not because of the bristles. So they seem the bristle brushes seem to last quite a long time with this kind of work. So yeah, there we go. All right, just let me get more of my I'm just looking at my reference again, making sure that I'm on track. Okay. All right, so now I will use a little bit of, I need to work in the corners. I had out of town guests for a week, and I'm exhausted. Well, it's your birthday as well. People came, so happy birthday to Net. So I saw the post on Facebook, so that was quite nice for people to come and see you. Many happy returns. How about that? Okay, the bits where it's orange or more on the red side is just on the corners. You can't see over there. There we go. Okay, so it does take a while to get this right, so okay. Okay, for those who I just wanted to talk about the group painting. I've got all the names now, which is really, really cool. Just to let you know, I've been getting together an image. I finished it yesterday. So what I'll be doing is, and I'll let you know when I start. I'll let you know. I'll make an announcement when I'm forwarding I'm going to be forwarding all of your sections. So for those people that have put up their hand, I have, yes, it's going to be fantasy. It's going to be a little bit, well, I'm really excited about it. And it's, you don't have to use your greens and your blues in this one, I don't think. So there you go. And of course, just to recap, you can use any medium you like. So colored pencil, oil paint, acrylic, watercolors, gouache, anything, so long as it's not charcoal or graphite, black and white, because that helps me to put put the pieces together. Oh, hello Nolani, how you going? I haven't seen people for so long. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm going to pull out now some pastel pencils now to help me out. So the owl's eyes are sort of like, yeah, it's a gold, orangey terracotta. Oh, how would you put it? How would you say it? And the pressure that I'm putting on here is feather light with the pastel pencils. Everything is feather light to begin with as I build up the layers. Okay. Yes, so that's, yeah, so she's got owl eyes, or owl coloured eyes. How about that? And she always looks a bit spooky to begin with, but that's all right. Yeah. Catrice, hello, how you going? Nice to see you here. It's lovely. It's been a while, I think, since I've seen you. I'm pretty sure. If I'm thinking of the same person. Yep. Yeah, so the group painting is going to be yeah, I'm looking forward to it actually. And of course I will be sending your images either via messenger. She will she have a shiny black beak? Not sure yet. I'm not sure, although actually, you know what, that's not a bad idea. I never had that in my head to do that, because I've got the owl with the shiny black beak here, but I think, well, that's actually a really good idea. Oh, Hugh, oh my gosh, quick visit, have to go to bed, busy day tomorrow, we'll catch the rest on catch up. Oh, Hugh, thank you so much for the super chat. That's so nice of you to do that. Oh, wow, that's very generous. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And good night to you as well. Wow. All right. Yeah, but I like that idea. You always give me good ideas too sometimes. Well, if I do. See, I want to make her delicate. That's the whole thing. If anything else, like if anything else isn't delicate around her, I want delicate features. So I suppose, I mean, the mouth, I'd like a nice full mouth because that's what she's got. And I like the shape of her eyes, the way they are. But you know what? I'm thinking about it. I actually like it. Yes. Okay. There you go. Okay. Oh, and by the way, I've got Derwent here as well, pale olive, but I haven't, okay, I haven't bought the pastel pencils yet. I've had a few bills which I've got to pay first, but these are the old stock, so. Okay, all right, so I'll just let that go just for the time being, and I'll continue with the rest of the, I'm just looking, thinking. I meant to say a yellow beak. No, that's okay. The owl that I'm doing, I don't know the name of it. It's actually got a black beak, this one. Okay. I'm hoping to get my Derwents on Sunday for my birthday, Cherry. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, I have to buy a set. I want them. Jelena, hello. Nice to see you. Yeah, sorry, Nanette. Yeah, yellow beak is, yeah, this one's got, yeah, like I said, it's got a black beak. Okay. Okay, the eyebrows. There's, as you can see in the reference, I want to capture the light that this reference has got. I really like the lighting with this. It almost looks like there's light that's going in from this way and this way and this way. I can see that there's light coming down. Oh my gosh, Rebecca. Oh, you're so generous. Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, look, that's so nice. Thank you so much. Thank you. Wow, this is amazing. Oh, it's 11:20 p.m. here in the UK. Do you sleep, Jelena? I know you like your sleep. Elaine, hello Elaine. Nice to see you here. I don't think I've seen you here before. Okay, I didn't know you could send money here. Yes, it's a super chat. Yes, you can. Thank you so much. Oh, Nior, hello. How you going? Peg, hello, Peg. Hello, how you going? Yeah. Well, see, and I miss doing portraits, although I'm on Patreon, we're doing a fantasy portrait, which is really interesting, but it's not as big as this one. So, oh, g'day Heidi, hello. Yeah, my other portrait that I'm in the middle of, that's for Patreon. That I don't really, yeah, it's you know, she's got antlers, this one. Oh, Elaine. Oh yeah, no, I said hello to Elaine. Yep. Yes. So I don't want to put black too much. I don't want to, the black I want to save for around her eyelashes and stuff like that. Her eyebrows, yes, I want them dark, but not as dark. Okay, here we go. And of course, John, hello, how you going? Nice to see you here. Okay, here we go. These are her eyelashes and her, you know, she's got makeup on, we can see. I mean, they're all models, aren't they? But we'll turn them into something else, won't we? Okay. So the group painting. For people, because I've had some messages saying, when's it all happening? It's happening. I just I will definitely make an announcement. You'll see. Neil says, Chrissy, I'm fine. First week on office at home. Okay, I got the whole week. Further education was a nice week for me. Oh, sounds lovely. Well, it's starting to warm up there in the Northern Hemisphere, isn't it? And it's starting to cool down, although here we've had quite a bit of rain in the last month or so. But anyway, Chrissy, what could be fun if you did a fantasy portrait of one of us, your art friends, and turn you into a fantasy creature? That would be fun, wouldn't it? Oh, you've given me another idea. Maybe I could do that. All right, maybe the next mashup, because I include faces. Maybe if you want it. Okay. That's not a bad idea. The next time I do one, I will ask. Yes, I think I'm going to do that. I think that's a very good idea. Let me finish this and my next one, because I've got a whole heap to do. I've actually I've written down about a really good handful, to do. Kathy, hello, and everyone slowly recuperating from pneumonia and keen to get on with arting. Oh, take it easy. Oh my gosh, Nanette, thank you so much, my dear, for the super chat. Oh, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Thank you so much. Oh wow, it means a lot. And you already support me as well on Patreon as well. So thank you so much. That's such. Cherry says, I just looked in the mirror for my fantasy picture. Oh, Cherry. Okay. All right. I want to include some. Oh, this is so nice. Thank you all so much for these super chats. Not expected at all. It's lovely. Thank you so much. Okay. Here we go. I'm just going to put. Oh, Peggy! Oh my gosh! Okay, that's just. Thank you all so much. That's very nice of you to do that. Oh gosh. Okay, that one just tipped me over, that one as well. Thank you so much. That's very, very nice of you all. Carol says, your current Patreon projects, face looks familiar. What do you all, okay. Your current, looks familiar. What do you all think? It's a I don't know. She's a model, and I found her on a royalty-free site, and yeah, she looks beautiful, doesn't she? Rebecca says, Chrissy, can you repeat what you said about the group picture? You said not to use blues. Oh, no. Okay, Rebecca. If you have a look at last year's group painting, there's a lot of blues and greens in that one, like a lot of blues and greens. And I was just sort of making a bit of a joke, for a bit of a joke that we didn't have to use the blues and greens. Hi, Cece. This is very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh my God. I think you do it all on purpose. Just to tip me over. Oh gosh. Thank you so much for the super chat. You're all very, very generous. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh. Thank you, Wendy. Missed you and the family. Glad to be back, at least for a couple of weeks. Great job so far with this one. Oh God. Oh, thank you, Wendy. That's very sweet of you. Oh my God. Okay, I've got to concentrate. Okay. All right. So, I think the eyes are looking okay. All right. So, now I'm going to go ahead with the rest of the face, and I'm actually going to use skin tones. Let me just put some of these aside just for the moment. Oh, you guys have just thrown me off. Oh, wow. Okay, the skin tones that I'd like to use, breathe. Breathe, yeah, that's right, I'll breathe. Okay, all right, so, thank you so much. Okay, Nolani, okay, hugs, okay, what is it? Hugs is taking me to, oh, hubby's taking me to dinner. I'll have to watch later. Oh, look, thank you so much for popping in to say good day. God, where's my tissue now? Oh, God. Okay, hang on. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I'm going to be mixing now some skin tones. Here we go, and I've got all kinds of brushes. Okay, well, with all the real friends and family, we can go away for a bit and return as if we've never gone, not missing a beat. Well, there you go. Yes, it's always nice to see our lovely friends. Okay, so I'm going to be mixing here, and I'm going to be using, this is the brush which I really like these days. Okay. All right. As you can see, my little palette getting powdery like it always does. Okay. And of course, she's going to change. She's not going to look like this. I mean, this reference is only just a guide. It's only just a guide and for proportion. And I really like the placement of the feathers. And she's got owl feathers almost. Well, they sort of look like owl feathers, but they're long. They're long. So, okay, here we go. Just let me get to this side of her face. Okay, here we go. So now I'm actually quite happy with the eye so far. Of course, it's not the end, but now that she's looking at me, I'm okay. I'm feeling okay. You know, she's a bit skew if she doesn't have the eyes. So okay, here we go. Where else? There's this, and this is a shadow here underneath the feather. So this is why the face is going to look really unusual for a while, but it will start to come together once I start doing more of this, more of the painting. Yeah. Okay, Deb says, do you buy duplicates of the makeup brushes that you really like? Yes, I do. And but first of all, what I do, and I mean, I got this from my supermarket, my local supermarket. So I thought, look, let me just get this and see what it's like, and then I go back and get another one, and then I just put that away. Yeah, I put it away. But yes, I do. Okay, Nior says, what color is the left one? You mean this color? That is burnt sienna. That is burnt sienna tint. These are all the burnt sienna. They're all the burnt sienna group. Yeah, I think this is what you mean. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. Oh, okay. Wendy says, Chrissy, is your go for the shading skin tones usually burnt sienna? It's is your go-to? Yes, one of the groups. The other group is the red iron oxide group. But generally, yes, this is one of the go-tos. But when it comes to, I also wanted to add for shading, for shadows, colours that I like to use are also the turquoise extra dark and the violets, the violet extra dark. I also like that for shadows. It gives it a lovely glow, I found. Rebecca says, Shakwe, hello. Wendy, hello. Rebecca says, Chrissy, I like that metallic brush. It looks like the handle is thicker, which would be easier for arthritis bones. Yeah. Oh, look, it's, you know what? It's just something in my local shop. It says platinum, but you know, I didn't really pay much. I don't pay much attention to it until I see what it does for me. Yeah. And Heidi, hello. I found an 1/8 of an angle brush at Jerry's Artarama and had to get 3. I haven't seen them anywhere else. Oh my gosh, grab them quick because we're going to be using them a lot in our portraits. And well, not only just portraits, but for details, you know. So yeah. Now she's looking orange, but that's okay. We can desaturate that, and how we desaturate that is with the umber group as well. Oh, that's something too, Wendy. Although those, that's the other group. Of course, the umber group I use that a lot for desaturating, but that's another group of pans that I like to go to. Oh my God, Janice! I need to get through this painting, folks. Oh my God, this is looking awesome. You're so talented. Hi, everyone. I love you, Chris. Love you too back. So nice to see you, Janice. Thank you so much. Oh my God, what was I saying? Oh yes, the pans, yeah, and that's another go-to as well. I think it's that group that I really go to a lot. And of course, if you don't have those colors, you can mix. Which is just wanted to say thank you all very much. You're all awesome. Oh, Chandri, you're such a sweetheart. Oh dear. And I love these portraits. I actually, there are two sizes which I like. I really am enjoying this size, the 20, what is it, 24 centimeter by 30 centimeter. Oh, what is that? 24 centimeter. What is that, like 12 inches by 12 inches by 8 inches, I think it is. Yeah. I think it's, is it 24 centimeters, is that 9.4 inches. Sorry, I didn't convert that right. Yeah, 30 centimeters is about 12 inches. Yeah. So I think it's perfect for that, but I also like the A3, and I'm not and you know that I've got this big one coming, but I can't finish the big one because I've got to finish my two other ones first. So the quicker I finish those, the quicker I start this larger one. I have been at it every day, bit by bit, so, but then there comes a time when you get sick and tired of look at something for a while and you need a change. So 3 on the go is not that bad. Well, for me anyway. Yeah, for me anyway, sorry. Yeah, for me. I'm okay with that. Okay, it looks so eerie with the dark blue peeking through. Let me see what you're looking at. Yeah, well, you see, you know what? That's going to be part of the, what is it? Although this one's got feathers, it's going to be the Tillandsia Xerographica thing going. Please don't ask me. I didn't make up this one. And we have been asked, you know, who thinks of all of these, this combination of colours. And Anne from FineArtAnne, because this is her baby, but Wendy O'Brien from Artista365 and myself, us three get together and as a group, and we put together a group of creatures. So we all volunteer. This one was not mine, by the way. I did not do this one because I couldn't think of this Tillandsia Xerographica. Is it one that I did? I can't remember if I did. I don't remember doing this one. Kathy says, Chrissy, I bought raw umber tint a few weeks ago yesterday. Found another one in my kit. Luckily, I'll be using it a lot. Thanks to Chrissy's Patreon tutorials. Use it all the time. Yes, thank you so much. Well, look, I tell you what, this must be like my second or third. I'm now losing track, maybe my fourth even. So, but they will last you a while, so you won't need that. I mean, whites, I think I've gone through maybe 2 of those. The raw umber, look, I've gone maybe through maybe 2 or 3 of these, and I've been at it for years with this. So yes, we do use these in we do use these on Patreon and all the work here. Yes, thank you so much. Okay, I always have to look what is in Germany. We have no inches and centimeters. We call it DIN A4. Yes, well, A4. Yes, and in Europe and in Australia, we use centimeters. We did have imperial, you know, when I was a little girl, but we've you know, switched over to metric, but the US, I believe, have not. Hello, Lynn, how you going? Hi from, is that Quebec, Canada? Is that Quebec? Nice to see you here. I've been working on a watercolor painting. Been loving the watercolors lately. I have a pastel painting going too. Yeah, see, that's what we want. 50 million paintings on the go. Okay, now of course, okay. Jelena says it's okay. Shakwe, I thought this was a winter picture. Looking forward to working in progress. Yes. Oh, Deb, no, really going well. How is your deck of cards? I'm putting it all together now, and I've actually posted on Facebook an example of what I'm putting together. So but yes, no, it's coming along really, really nicely. Yeah. Now, of course, what you've seen is an idea of how I'm putting it together, just so you can see. I've decided to leave the text. I like, because it's an illustrated playing deck, I've decided to put text on the top and the bottom, the name of the character and what suit they are of. Yeah. Okay, okay, Chrissy, the US was supposed to switch to metric 50 years ago when I was in school. Yeah, well, this is what happened to me when I was in school. I remember, could it be 50 years ago? Maybe just a little bit less. But yes, when I was a little girl, I remember, yeah, definite. I wonder why they didn't change it. It'd be interesting to know what the thought process is. Okay, same here, Rebecca says 30 years ago. Yeah, yeah, well, I mean, for people like our generation, oh, Sally, hello, nice to see you here. Still working on Lady Butterfly. That's okay, and I've been looking at everyone's Lady Butterflies. That's wonderful. Slow and steady, that's right. Slow and steady, but really enjoying it. Oh, wonderful. Chrissy, hope you're going great too. Yes, thank you so much. Okay, I have 3 on the go, says Neil. There you go. It is horrible. None of them are getting finished. Okay, but yeah, but I always seem to get back to it eventually. Like it's sometimes, you know, I go through my moments too, you know, but eventually. There's been very few that I haven't finished in all the times that I've been arting. I mean, I can't lie that I haven't, but it's not very many. It's either I've either destroyed the tooth or I've done something to it, but then again I've started it again. So that's happened quite a bit. Okay, it's a wonder we aren't using Roman numerals here in the US. Well, I tell you what, I mean, do the people in the US know what centimeters are and the metric? I suppose us artists, you know, because, yeah. Lynn says, Chrissy, do you protect your work all the time now with film? 9 times out of 10. There have been times when I haven't, but it is most of the time because, as you can see, I'm just working through the face. I want that done first before I start building up because the feathers are on the top. Yeah, so it makes it easier. I don't have to think or concentrate too much, or, you know, maneuvering my brush. around. So yes, most of the time I do. And I mean, I cut mine on the surface as well. It is a bit scary when you're looking at it, I suppose, if you're looking at me doing it for the first time, but you know, it's what I'm used to, and it's what I'm used to, and my blade is always sharp. There it is there. I've probably used this now on maybe 2 projects. Usually I'll give it the flick, like I'll give the blade the flick, and here we go. Look, I've even marked it used blades. Look at all my used blades, because they're still good enough to cut things, other things, so I'm not going to waste them. So that's what I do. So I've got a little container. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Okay. Okay. We know what they are. Okay. We know what they are and how to use and even convert. Yes. We just don't want to. Okay. I carry a tape measure around to convert inches, so I know sizes. Yeah, I do that too. Okay, Neil says, Chrissy, it is not that I did a mistake. I have one with greens and blues, one with many colours, and at the moment, I like to work with brown and orange, my general mood. Well, you know, I have my favourite colours too, but yes. Yeah. I mean, this is, I can work that way, so that's fine. I'm all right with that. Yeah. Jelena says, I have an app on my phone so I can convert any measurements and weights. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure about the Asian countries if they use the metric system. I'm not sure. I know Europe, Australia do. Yeah, but you know, we all get it. Yeah, we all get it in the end, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, see, as you can see, like, you know, these are all going to be feathers, and what is it? Tillandsia Xerographica, for all those botanists stumbling on this. If there's anything, well, please be kind to me. I know I'm not saying this right. Yes, 2.5 centimeters. Yeah, 2.5 centimeters? Or is it? No, that's kilos. I was just saying 2.2 pounds is a kilo. I know that much. 2.5 centimeters, yeah. Okay. Okay, I think I would cut off a finger if I tried to cut the details into the, yes. I mean, there is, well, you can also maybe draw on your masking film and cut around the masking film and put it on. If you don't trust yourself, I mean, you can do that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Bringing in some small brushes. Yes. And if you don't have the brushes, you know, you can cut these down. Remember, we ended up chopping this one down with nail clippers. Remember that one? Use whatever you have. You just don't know. Sometimes you don't know what tools you have around the house that you could use for things like this. I mean, if you're oil painting or if you're like using wet paint, how many, you know, you can use a sponge, or people use all kinds of things to create texture, like cling wrap and stuff like that. So it's the same sort of thing, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Um, Wendy says, you kill me with chopping your brushes. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so see, at least you can see, I know, look, it's blotchy, but at least she's looking at us. She's looking at us. Kathy says, we missed you, Wendy. No one gives Chrissy curry like you do. Now, this is an Aussie term. Now, I don't understand. Now, I know what that means, but for all of those, curry means like Wendy dishes out. She makes things not difficult for me, but, you know, she tells it how it is. How about that? But that's all right. I can only take it so much. All right. So, Wendy, be kind. Be nice to me. It's much quieter without you around to push Chrissy's buttons. Yeah, well, you know, that's all right. You guys push my buttons. Don't you worry. I get enough of it from all of you. You all, you know, you all keep me in check. Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yes, so yeah, so, you know, use all kinds of tools, you know. I mean, who says that you have to use a hog hair brush for oil painting? I mean, it's desirable, yes, but, you know, same with, you know, acrylic paints. Or what about with watercolor paint? I mean, I suppose with watercolor, I mean, that's probably a different story, although you can create texture with that too, with other things as well. Just have to use your imagination, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what, Nanette, I think what you said about the beak is a very good idea, and I'm slowly gravitating to that. See how I go. Wendy says, Chrissy won't admit it, but I'm sure she appreciates the break. She said it, I didn't. Is Andy here? Oh no, Andy went to the store to pick up dinner. Oh, okay. He forgot his wallet. It's the second time this week. Oh, is this your hubby? Yes. Oh. Kathy says, Chrissy, I actually like the blue showing through her face, especially the edges. What blue are you talking about? Do you mean that? Oh, the blue in the background. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. I should have had green in other one. I was going to use the dark green. Maybe that would have been even better. But the blue's actually, yeah, all right. It's cool. Sally says, I bought a couple of hog hair brushes in a sale and cut them down. Made a big difference. Oh, did you really? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, just get, you mean to use for pans, Sally? I'm pretty sure that that's what I'm understanding. Okay, this group is the best fun of the week. Oh, Cherry, you are a delight. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, because we're all friends here, aren't we? You know, we and then we continue the conversation on share your art with Xrissart. How about that? That's one way. And when we talk about what we've been doing during the week, and we talk about our progress and our on artwork. It doesn't have to be artwork, it could be photography or something that you've discovered, which is really, really cool. And of course I've got for those who are just popping in and listening to this, I do have the details in the description box below. This is a Facebook group. It's Share Your Art with Xrissart. So if you wanted to become a member and just you know, it's a pretty safe group. We just you know, we're all pretty civilized, and I encourage you to share your Instagrams if you've got a video that you've been you know, something that you've done on YouTube, or you know, of your social media. I encourage you to share. This is what this is all about, you know, and just generally respecting each other. That's pretty much what we ask for here, so that's, yeah. Okay, yeah, Chrissy, he's a little type A and needs to slow down a bit. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, and it says, Chrissy, that's what I was saying earlier. The blue of the paper showing through is giving a really nice effect. Oh, okay, right. See, thanks, Nanette. See, yeah. Heidi, okay, have a good night, everyone. My kids are going to be looking for dinner soon. I better go. All right, Heidi, thank you so much for popping in to say hello. Yes, Nanette. See, you know what? The penny drops eventually, doesn't it? I never thought of it. Oh, well, I never thought of it, that's all. I never thought of that. Yeah. Yeah, it never occurred to me, you know. Okay. All right. And of course it's blotchy, as you can see, lots of blotchy blotch. And how you know it's blotchy is because the pastel's not moving at all. Yeah. This brush has been pretty good actually, and you see it's the angular brushes which I like, because I start off with a point and it's more for precision type work as opposed to something like that where you're actually mostly applying pigment. I found. She'll come together soon, or maybe not for a while. All depends how much pastel I can get down in half an hour. Maybe I might be able to. Yep. Here we go. Okay, yep, just for pans. Otherwise, Sally says, okay, otherwise I love pencils. And yes, love listening to the chatter. There you go. Lots of chatter going on, hey? Yeah, Miss Chrissy, have a chat. That's what I am. It's pretty much mark making here too, isn't it? just marking where things are. Here we go. What is it? So much art, so little time. I've got so many things I want to do, but I've got to do the projects that I've promised to do, so. Okay. Okay, just let me get this dark bit in here where the nostrils are, so I don't miss my spot. Cherry says, Chrissy, I'm going to call my cat and mouse done soon. Can't get much more on the paper. Should have done it in pastels. I so prefer them. Yeah, you know what? I totally understand. Totally understand about the layering. That's why I asked you, like on Facebook too. I found with Pastelmat, maybe it's the surface. I don't know. It's a combination. I mean, it's a combination, I suppose, about how heavy-handed you are. I tried doing it on, you know, a non-sanded surface, and I just stuffed it. So I go, you know what? I started again, and I did it on Pastelmat colored pencils, and I found I was more successful. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's because I have been used to using Pastelmat. I don't know if it's the pressure that I put on if it's got to do with the pressure that I put on the surface. I don't know what it is. I haven't put my and I suppose it's techniques, you know, like each surface and each medium, there's a different technique to master. You know, then there is patience, which I have very little of, and that is always a struggle for me. But you know, I always have to slow myself down when I know that I'm getting impatient. You know, I try to pull myself up, and if I don't, I'm sure someone else does. So you know, quite understand. Yeah. Or maybe, oh, hello. Oh, Rain, Robin, hello, welcome. Nice to see you here. Oh, I've missed this one. Oh, I didn't see Robin come in. Try Cult Pen. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, hello there. Yeah, so I don't know what it is, because there are artists that use other surfaces. They'll use Bristol Smooth, they'll use hot watercolor paper, they'll use all kinds of surfaces. So I suppose it's what you're used to. And I've tried. There's one surface which I really, really like, and I always talk about it and I always forget it. It's a hot press paper. It's a satin, I think it's called, and it's purple, and it's by Claire Fontaine. I've done a beautiful colored pencil piece on that, but I used light fast, the Derwent light fast, and I just really loved those on that surface. I don't know what happened, but I was able to build up layers with that one. I don't know whether it was a fluke, or or the surface or the combination. It was all of that combination. I think it worked well. So yeah. Yeah, I'm actually looking at what you're looking at. She almost looks like a vampire, doesn't she? And not like an... She does look like a vampire. I'm gonna have to... Oh, speaking of vampires. Oh, look, you guys are going to get bored of me talking about this. A Discovery of Witches. For those who have not seen that show... Oh... Like, I have seen it over and over again. I don't know, look, I'm just one of those people that can watch a show over and over and over and over and watch it like it was for the very first time. So yeah. I know. You broke her nose, says Deb. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. What's this? 10% off? Yeah, oh no, I know the nose, but you guys are talking about a deal? What's this deal? Cult pens? 10% off. No. 10% the light fast. Oh yeah, it does look like I've broken a nose, doesn't it? But that's okay. We're building. We're building. Okay. Hello. Okay. Hello. I'm going to munch this up, so I'm so sorry. Briss Metal Check. Chic. Metal Chic. Briss Metal Chic? Can I call you Chic? For sure. Or Briss for short. Because I'm going to stuff it up. Hello, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. Totally inspired by these awesome surreal artworks and mashups. Oh, you are such a sweet person for saying that. Thank you so much. I mean, it's not for everyone. People, you know, I have been told, like, it's not for everyone. People aren't really into the mashups, but I like mixing my portraits with that. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, Lynn says, how did you or what made you choose brushes with PanPastels? I like this question. Okay, I like this question. Well, I, like everyone who discovers PanPastels for the first time, in the kit you get the soft tool applicators. I use these too. Okay, don't get me wrong. I use these too, but there's a place for them when I use them. What happened was at one point I was struggling with detail, and you know, you can get these applicators, and then there is a smaller applicator, and it's just away from me right now. But there is an even smaller one for detail. But I wanted something even smaller. Okay, and I saw someone do this with just a little brush, and I thought to myself, just to get into a little bit, and I thought to myself, this was a long time ago, and I thought, well, wow, that's really interesting. How does that happen? And when I tried it, and I thought, wow, this actually works. But it works on the surface to use it on is best works on is Pastelmat or UArt. It's got to be some kind of sanded surface. I recommend on those two. You're not going to get it on. You're not going to get this same look or realistic look on, you know, like an Ingress pastel paper or a smooth paper with the bristle brush. Okay, with the bristle. That's what I'm saying. With the bristle brush. So yeah. So that's what happened, and then I started using and looking for all kinds of brushes, and I was in the supermarket one day, and I had a look at I had a look at these brushes. This is how it all started. It was this brush started it all, this one here, and we're going back, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, 3-4 years back with this. This is how long ago. And yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll see some videos where you see me use these about 3-4 years ago. And and then I thought, well, what other brush can I use? And then I started looking for other brushes, and I was using brushes like synthetic brushes that I had for wet media. And then I thought, okay, well, what else can I use? And then that's what led me to these kinds of things, these kinds of brushes. And I discovered that it was all in the now Janice told me how to describe it, because I couldn't describe it. I kept on saying firm but soft, but it's the snap. There's a snap. When you flick it, there's a snap, and it just snaps. And that's how you know that that's the right kind of brush. Yeah, so I don't know if I've answered that, but yeah, that's how I got onto it, because I wanted finer details. I mean, I used to use pastel pencils, but what I found is that I was putting pressure too much with the pastel pencil, and I was destroying the tooth. I actually had destroyed a portrait with the lips. I just could not put any more layers on Pastelmat. I mean, how is that ever possible that you can't put any more layers on Pastelmat? But what I had done is I had destroyed the tooth. So I find that with the tooth of the combination of the brushes that I use and the pressure that I'm using, the surface that I'm using, it's all working together, and I've been doing it for such a long time now. It's almost, it's almost second nature to me. But as I said before, I do use the soft tool sponges if I wanted to cover something really quickly on a large surface. But yeah, but I've also used brushes on a large surface. So yeah, okay, love love the witches. Oh, okay, Sally, yeah, the show. Oh, okay. You're in Brisbane. Oh, Brisbane. Oh, okay. Have I missed anything? No. Okay. So you're from Brisbane. Oh, okay. That's fantastic. My son lives in not Brisbane. He lives in Townsville, actually, in Queensland. Brisbane, yeah, for those who don't know, is the capital of Queensland. Kathy says, Chrissy, I watched all 6 seasons of Lost in past week. Enjoyed it more. Second time round, yeah, ending made me cry. Well, you know what happens is that when you see these things over and over again, you get to find all the things that you missed the first time, and especially if you read the books, which this is what happens to me. I end up going into the book. So not so much reading the book, but listening to the book. I've been liking the audio. The audio stuff while I'm driving, while I'm painting, all sorts of things. So yeah, I've gone nuts with that show. But then again, I go nuts with all of them, like Outlander, because they're filming that one. Of course, it's a fantasy, isn't it? Sort of fantasy, real. Yeah. Okay, switching to the laptop, too difficult on the phone. Okay, cool. I find soft pastels, okay, Deb says, until today, Blick has always had amazing customer service. Okay, this really ticked me off too. Was there a problem? Wow, okay. Lynn, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah. Carol says, I find soft pastels fill the tooth really quickly. Maybe I'm heavy-handed. That's why I prefer pans and brushes. Yeah. Well, yeah, you can. Yeah, with the soft pastels, I find too that pastel goes on much more thickly. I don't know. heavier, you know, yeah, heavier too, yeah. Okay, Rebecca, what was the paper you mentioned other than Pastelmat? Can you spell it for me? Well, the brand is from Clairefontaine. Clairefontaine, and I believe it is a hot press, semi satin, I want to say, semi satin, and it is, the cover is purple. What I'll do is I'll have a look later, and I'll put a link, and I'll put it in Share Your Art with Xrissart, so you can actually go and have a look. Yes. Jelena, I'm going to call it a night. Need to sleep. Okay, Jelena, thank you so much for popping in. Talk to you soon. Sneak says, Chrissy, they raised the price of Derwent Lightfast pencil $50 while they were in the cart today. Oh, well, that sucks, doesn't it? That's bad. That's rude, actually. That's rude. Okay, she's still got a broken nose. She might still have a broken nose. Okay, I'm going soon too. All right, Cherry. Yeah, what time? It must be really late in the UK. Got to be. Must be around about midnight. Has to be. Maybe. Oh, 1 a.m. Oh my gosh. That is late. Bye for. Oh yeah. Bye for now. Oh God, that's late. Yeah, so that's the story on the brushes. Yeah, so it was all because I wanted to, it was all because I wanted the detail that I wasn't getting with the sponges. And but having said all of that, Lynn, and I just wanted to add, PanPastel make these pans so that they designed the pans for low dust. Okay, what I'm doing here is not low dust, right? This is not what they. This is not what the way I'm using it's not what they're made for. Because if you're using soft pastels, right? Oh my gosh, like the actual the sticks. I don't know how many times when I did that soft pastel live stream, how many times did I did I need to vacuum? I vacuumed all the time, whereas I haven't vacuumed here with the pans. And of course I do vacuum a little bit, but if you're using the soft you know, like the applicators, right, then you know you don't need to do any of that. So okay, yeah, and what grade of UArt you prefer with UArt? The 800. The 800, because the 800 for me is finer. Finer. I like the fine grit. I work better with that. And I've done a paper review on a whole heap of ingress type papers and different sanded surfaces. In my videos, there's a mushroom, and yeah, and I was trying out papers. It's the same mushroom, but I was trying out all the different papers, and I showed you the results that I got using it. I even used, like, what did I use? I used the velour. I used Cansamiton, with text, which is, I believe, smooth. I used Colour Fix. Yeah, Art Spectrum. Yeah, I also used, and I did use the, I'm just trying to remember, I used the 800 grit. I used, and of course I used the Pastelmat. And with the techniques that I use, okay, so, and I had to resort to other techniques to make the project work at times. So yeah, quite interesting. And I found, and you will see, you will see things really came together when I got to the end. Now the last two of that it was about a group of 6 or 7, 6 maybe, I don't know, it was about 6 or so. Okay, good night, Cherry, good night. Need to sleep now. Okay, sweetie. Yeah, I found, as you see the progression, that the mushroom, and I was able to detail really well, and you could see I really struggled with the velour, but that's me. I've seen some gorgeous work on velour, and I found that I ended up having to use the soft pastel sticks on that. The pans didn't go so well, and if they did, I had to constantly layer, and it was driving me nuts. So I almost gave up on it, and I thought, no, I really need to salvage this piece. So I ended up having to use soft pastel sticks for that. So yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. Can I? All right. Let me just go up and because I've missed. Carol. Yeah. Carol says, Chrissy, have you done so many portraits that you rarely look at the reference pic? I always look at the reference pic because I don't want it to look. It's got to the point where I'm actually more confident with the noses. I don't look at it as much, but what I'm looking at here is like the shadow mostly. That's what I'm trying to get right, is the shadow. And but yes, I pretty much know that, you know, near the bridge, I need to show. Yeah, I pretty much do this a lot actually. But then again, all the faces that I do have that in my references. Some, not all the time, but most of the time I look at a reference. Okay. Deb says, Chrissy, have you tried the brushes on other pastels? Yes. You know what happened? The time when I was using the pastel sticks, I actually picked up a soft pastel, and it was the Blue Earth ones, and I was using a brush and picking up from the pastel stick. So I have done it, and I did it on the loose pastel painting that I did a few live streams ago. Interesting though, I found that interesting. Okay, Kathy says, Chrissy, don't mention noses. I posted painting of a granddaughter Tilby. After a few constructive comments, I reworked her nose. She had a nose job, hoping that fixed it now. Yeah, I saw that comment. Yeah, it's all about the shadow, isn't it? Yes. Okay. And Brizzy says, Chrissy, would you say UArt or Pastelmat is your more preferred? Pastelmat is my preferred. I will always go to that. If Pastelmat was not available, I would definitely go to UArt 800. Yeah. Okay. Let me just go back. Okay. We'll definitely, yeah. Okay, and Wendy says, that's why Chrissy's noses look the same, because she doesn't paint. Okay. I have Pastelmat and love it for coloured pencils, but struggling with Pastelmat and pans. Oh, okay. But you see, you know, this is what works for you. So, yeah. Okay. Do brushes work with soft pastels? Yes, I tried them a couple of weeks ago. I don't have one on hand here, but yeah, on the live stream I actually picked up a Blue Earth pastel stick, and I was using a brush because I wanted to do the lips. So you'll, if you get a chance, you might, if you have a chance, you might see that. Chrissy, noses can be really difficult, especially contouring and proportions. Yeah, I know, and that's why I'm always working, and that's why the brushes are really nice, because I go easy with the I mean, I don't have to press hard with my brush, and I just keep on layering. And if I layer too much and I wanted to lift off, I was about to say that I use my what is it? My kneaded eraser, and you're not going to believe it, I can't find it. It's not on my desk. I thought I had it. It was around here somewhere, so I better not make a mistake. All right, look, I tell you what. Let me see what have we got here. All right. Okay. What I might do, I think, might call this. I might finish up now and call it a stream. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, all right, okay. Well, I think we've progressed really well with her face, actually. There's going to be a lot of layers on her, but we're getting there. At least, well, she's looking a bit like a vampire at the moment, but I actually like this look, to be honest. I like this look. More of a vampire than it is an owl. Good thing that there's going to be an owl on the side. Okay, I bought a pile of soft pastels and don't use them. Bought pans as well, so might try to use them with brushes. Yes, by all means. Even like put some on a little palette. Put it on a palette here, and see how you go. I mean, experiment. That's the whole thing. Experiment. All right, I think I will. Lynn says, Chrissy, do you consider dollars over product in? Oh, sorry. Do you consider money of product in prices when you sell your work? For example, Terry Ludwig, much more expensive in Canada. Well, I'm always looking. Well, if I can get a deal, I will. I don't look hard enough for the deal. But yes, you know, I mean, if I can okay, I think I misunderstood. I've just been advised. If I use more pricey material, does it influence how much I would charge for my work? All the stuff that I've got here is all artist quality. I mean, I factor a lot of things when I'm selling, because I'm using good quality surface, good quality art supplies. If I'm going to frame it, I'm going to professionally frame it. So, you know, if I'm doing a commission or if I'm selling work, it'll definitely be artist quality stuff, because of the pigment, the care that's gone into making the item. Yeah. All right. Okay, John says, Chrissy and everyone, I've enjoyed every minute. Yes, so have I. It's been so nice. Just wanted to say thank you all so much for being, you've been wonderful today. And I appreciate everyone's support in every way possible, So I'll see you all next week, and we'll be continuing with this. Hopefully I might have got more done, and let's see how we go. But until then, bye all.